Ciao everyone, welcome to Beatspot. I'm Marco and in this video I'm reviewing Baby Audio IHNY-2, which stands for I Heart New York, which is I Love New York, which stands for New York compression, so I love parallel compression. New York compression is parallel compression, so let's dive into it. I wasn't a fan of the first version because of the GUI, but with this version they really killed it. They wrapped up everything in a really great and comprehensive GUI. So let's dive in. So this is the beat I'm going to use to show the effect. So let's load it on drums. This is the GUI, which is resizable, which is really welcome. We have this wet, dry XY pad, so we have aggr and amount. We have the auto gain, we have this tweak panel with attack, release, ratio, punch, harmonics, shape, the tilt, Q, and low and high preserve, an output knob, and also an oversampling. And here we have the presets. So let's try the presets first. So basic drum bass 1. So sounds really great. That's really nice. So I don't want to touch this preset, so I will load a new instant and let's explore how it sounds really when you tweak it. So So now let's group them and see which one sounds best. I like this one more. It has a bit more body. Okay, now let's try it on the instruments bus. So let's try the presets. So let's general purpose. So all but nothing, straight beats. Okay, so now let's try it on the full beat. So this is the sound of IHNY-2, and I really like it. It's a bit tricky, actually. This is the first time I'm using it, so I showed you the actual learning curve of this plugin. I know about XY pads, but I never really use them. I'm used to crank the effect and then mix it with the dry wet knob and eventually fine tune the parameters of the effect once I hear it in parallel. But so one thing I think it would need is probably having control over these single parameters, so I don't have to take the knob and maybe risk to bring it in or down. I just want to move it horizontally. Okay, we can with the command. So with command, we can go straight up. And maybe with shift, okay, no. No, okay, I don't know how to do it horizontally, but maybe it's, I don't know really, but with command, you can just mix the dry wet solely. Otherwise, if you have Ableton, you can just click this arrow and have all the parameters individually. What I really like about this plugin is the tweak panel. So we have attack and release, of course. We have the ratio. I really like the punch. I really like the harmonics. Really welcome. It's an addition that comes with the plugin, so we don't have to distort, saturate before or after. And the shape is the most overlooked thing when applying parallel compression in general, because if you squash the hell out of a signal, you generally have the lows, the highs, and the mid-range at the same level, and the mid-range will pop out the most because we perceive the mid-range the most. And when you do parallel compression, you are just adding more mid-range. Sometimes it's welcome, but most of the time, especially on drums, it isn't. We want more bass, we want more highs, so we want the punch of the low end, we want the definition of the high end, but we don't want all the mud of the mid-range. So that's really a great thing, and it's there. You can't forget about such an important thing. Another feature I really like, it's the auto gain, not because I'm lazy, but because this one has like a slider. So generally you have 0%, 100%, and that's kind of too much of a commitment. In this plugin we have this slider, and it makes it easier to mix stuff, especially with wild microdynamics like vocals, strings, guitars, etc. Also the instrument bus, the full instrument bus, and it makes it easy to set the same volume so you can actually hear the effect of the plugin. So this is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the plugin. I think it's a really great upgrade from the previous version, and I will probably going to use it more and more often as I'm learning and getting a grasp on it. So see you in the next one.